Yeah, ladies. Hello. Well, well, well. Look who is back from Chicago.
Yeah, just look at her. She gets back from the airport, gets post message, pours herself into a gorgeous dress, and comes across snow-covered streets to get here. I mean, why does Nora Gannon do these things? Is she crazy or stupid?
No, because she is dedicated, and she's a champ. And she always will be, especially if she tells me that she found the surveillance tape in Chicago, and now I can get RJ off my back.
Hey, she finally made it.
Stop avoiding my questions, Sheila. Do any of the problems you've been having have anything to do with R.J. Gannon?
Ben, for heaven's sake, you're the one who's upset.
Don't start talking around the question. Answer it.
Look, with your temper, all I have to do is mention someone, anyone, was bothering me, and then you go ballistic.
You're my sister.
Well, can you at least understand why I don't tell you things sometimes?
You just did it again. You changed the subject. Now, come on, all anybody's had to do for weeks is mention RJ's name, and you practically jump out of your skin. Either you come clean, or I'm gonna pay the man a visit and find out on my own.
Ben, for the last time, don't you stay out of this. It has nothing to do with RJ, okay?
It was scary, Luna. I mean, being at a casino, the smells, the sights, I mean, just the sound of the chips and the roulette wheel going around.
Yeah, but you got Ellen out of there, honey.
And myself. Listen, I better go check on Al, make sure he's staying out of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which,
Be right back.
Andrew, hey, good to see you.
How you doing, Max?
I gotta go away for a few minutes, but Luna is right over there.
Okay.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Take care.
Hey.
Hey,
Merry Christmas. How are you?
Well, I'm doing good.
Good.
So, when'd you get back from Tidewater?
Not too long ago.
Oh, good. Sugar, you think you really ought to be here with all these rumors flying around about you and Marty?
Yeah. Yeah, I do think I should be here. I mean, I'm sure people are having a real blast spreading them around, especially Blair.
Well, there are plenty of people here who want you and Cassie to be happy. But maybe this isn't the right place for you right now.
No way. I'm not gonna run and hide. Somebody wants to accuse me of something, they can do it to my face. Tonight.
Hey, it's good to see you in a good mood.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's just that for the first time in a long time, my head's clear. Suddenly I'm free. What?
I've waited a long time for you to tell me you're free.
Was it worth the wait? I need for us to take this slow.
Hey, got all the time in the world.
Sweetie, let's just slow down. A little bit, all right? Just slow down.
I'm scaring you, aren't I? All right, all right. Come on, I'm scaring you. Why can't you just admit it? I'm scaring you.
No. Todd. Todd, look at me. I am not afraid of you. I'll admit that I used to be. Every time I would run into you, I thought, well, you know, I'm lucky to get away alive.
It's funny, man. I never saw that fear in you.
Why? Because I acted tough? What can I say? We're alike. Steel on the outside, but on the inside.
Not steel.
Yeah, that's us, always moving too fast. So, you know, that's why I thought, you know, we should just take our time, get to know each other a little better, you know.
Look, the only reason that you're here with me is because you want to forget somebody else, which is fine. But let's keep everything out in the open here, okay?
Okay, okay.
There are a lot of things about myself that I wouldn't mind forgetting.
All right. Well, then let us make a pact, okay? There are no rules except one. There are no rules except no love. No love, all right? No love.
No problem.
Good. So let me see here. Oh, man, you have anything else to drink in this dump?
No.
Then it looks like we're gonna have to go to my place. I will show you a view of land view that you are just gonna love. What's the matter? What?
I'll drive.
You're gonna be macho? You have to be in control?
I'm not in control. It's just I'm the one that's sober.
Oops. Well, I could still drive us there.
Look,
What?
you don't exactly have the best record behind the wheel there. So,
What?
what's your place like?
You're gonna love it. And it is gonna love you. Promise you that. Let's go. Come on. Hi. Hello, Marty. I listened. I was what?
Hey,
Hello, Dylan. Listen, I'm interrupting something.
No,
Why don't
no, it's okay.
No, really. I can come back tomorrow. And
actually, I told Luna I would come back to the party, and plus I have to lock up at Rhodey's tonight, so I'll get out of the way.
I'll just be 1 minute. Well, I'm really glad we can work this out, you know?
Yeah, me too. Who knows, maybe this is one of those new beginnings, all right? Have a good night.
Night. Call me.
Oh well.
I just came back from Tidewater. Good news is that Sloane's better. A little bit anyway.
That's wonderful. Such a sad situation. Listen, Cassie, let me take your coat. I can get you some coffee.
The rumors about you and Andrew are really flying around, I hear.
I know. I was just over at the country club. It was pretty bad.
Oh, you know how rumors are. They'll just keep spreading, Marty. Leia's trying to protect me, and my mother's pretty vocal about the fact that I should leave Andrew.
Cassie?
Yeah, for all I know, the vestry's working really hard to get Andrew to resign from St. James.
What? They can't do... So my fault?
What can we... I mean, if they're just assuming that... Oh, Cassie, I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do.
Actually, there is.
Excuse me.
Bo Buchanan, as I live and breathe.
Hey, Judge Masterson, listen, it's good to see you. I know you probably work in the room, so I don't want to keep
Nonsense, you're not getting away this time. I want to talk to you about that by-election that's coming out this spring.
I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, Hank, but I came up with absolutely nothing in Chicago.
Okay, so you went to my Aunt Clara's.
Oh, yeah, I went to your Aunt Clara's. She's a real character. She thought I was crazy, but she did loosen the floorboards, and I got to look underneath.
Mm-hmm. And there was nothing there?
Zilch. I'm sorry, Hank.
Yeah, thanks. Listen, well, you know, it would have been incredible luck to find that tape on the first try anyway, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, what we're left with is R.J. blackmailing you about that night the university was broken into and the guard was shot.
I wasn't there, Nora. I was long gone.
I understand that, but R.J.'s got Keller to testify you were there.
Oh, that son of a... Look, thanks, all right, for taking the time to try to help. All right, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Did you at least get a chance to visit your folks while in Chicago?
Oh, yeah. My father's fully recovered, you can tell, because he's back to his old ornery self.
Good.
No, my only problem is having to keep all of this from Bo. I mean, don't worry, we'll work out some way of doing it.
No, that's enough for you, Nora, all right? Look, I don't want you to get in any deeper than you already are. I'll find a way to deal with R.J.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, Hank, but you're stuck with me. Like it or not.
Should I be worried about the significance of that statement?
I want you to understand something, Marty. You and me and Andrew, we have to do everything we can to protect his position at St. James. It's his life, Marty.
I know.
And on top of that, Sloane's dying, and I really don't want him to spend his final days worrying about his son's future.
Of course.
Rumors can ruin lives, Marty. You know that. And I know you want to be honest about your feelings. But the fact is, not everyone's gonna really understand what you're saying if you try to tell them everything.
I don't know what you mean.
All right, if the vestry committee, the bishop, anybody comes to talk to you, I want you not only to deny that you and Andrew ever had an affair, I want you to keep the feelings you have for him to yourself. You deny the feelings. Can you do that?
Absolutely. Thank you. Cassie, wait, please. I'm so sorry you had to hear about these feelings through Blair.
You know, Blair was just defending her family, and I'm a cousin, and she was trying to protect me.
I know, but to bring you by here like that...
Oh, come on, Marty! You were my best friend. Andrew's my husband. You think that I never picked up on the feelings you both had? You think I wasn't aware of the traction you both had for each other?
Nothing ever happened. You have to believe that.
I do, and I never for a moment thought anything would happen. But that doesn't change the fact of your feelings or your desires.
He loves you so much. He always will.
You know what? I really have to go, so we're all set, right? In case anybody comes to talk to you?
Definitely. I'll do everything I can to protect Andrew's ministry. Like you said, it's his life.
Welcome home, Red. So you got my message?
I did, and I followed directions, and here I am.
So should I be worried about what's going on out here? You say Hank is stuck with you?
Oh, my God, Hank, I think we've been discovered. I think it's important that we come clean, don't you? All right, here it is, Bo. Hank, Sheila, and I have decided to form a steaming menage a trois and run off to Rio.
Guess that means I get to be a bachelor again, huh?
Go for it, playboy.
So Sorry, I'm not letting go, Hank.
You're not.
What, and miss out on your gourmet cooking? No way. Guess it just means war, Hank. So what are you two talking about? Looks pretty intense.
Oh. Well, Nora was just talking to me about some problem I asked her to look into for me. Some stuff involving Rachel. But Nora's unhappy about having to keep things from you both. So, but listen, I swore her to secrecy. So, look, I'm sorry. You know, blame me. Huh? Listen, I just got here myself, so I'd better go find Sheila. See you later, okay?
So long.
What kind of problems you having with Rachel? Is that why you had to run off to Chicago?
Yeah, well, kind of. Right. I mean, it was a connection with Hank's family.
Why'd you tell me it was for a client? Something is just not kosher here, Red. What's Hank gotten you into?
Put this in Sheila Price's hands. No one else's and no excuses. And don't let me find out you let me down. On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me.
We've been looking for you. Come on.
Come on, where?
They're about to light the tree.
Oh. Did you take Marty home?
Yes, I did, but, she had company.
It's gonna happen any second now. Come on.
Well, all right, I'll meet you right over there in a minute, all right? You really think you're up to facing the crowd out there?
Yeah. I just need a minute, okay?
Okay. All right, here I am. Are you gonna light the tree?
No. They don't let kids do stuff like that.
Oh, well, what was I thinking?
Did you talk to Marty?
Yeah,
How'd it
just
go?
left. I'm fine.
Now, are you ready to go in there and face all these people? Together?
Lights, please. And now, without further ado... Merry Christmas to us all, everyone. Isn't it lovely? Everyone, please feel free to photograph if you'd like.
Hey, great to see you two. Glad you could make it.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, David. Good to see you again.
Merry Christmas, Kathy.
The gall of that man to show up here.
They must know that we're all talking about it.
I think we should do what's right and take action now.
Yes, and ask for his resignation.
Well, the very least we can do is have the vestry committee meet with him so we can find out if those rumors about Marty Saybrook are true.
Fine. No time like the present. Oh, Lord. Hey, Alex, what are you up to now?
This is giving out even more presents. All the kids are getting them.
Excuse us, please. We would like a word with our rector.
Is RJ causing trouble for Hank? Is that it? You know, I never got a straight answer out of Hank when he dropped those loan sharking charges against his brother. So, is he protecting RJ again? Is that or some other trouble that RJ's in?
Sweetie.
Because that would explain why you wouldn't want to tell me. Because I'm the commissioner of police. And if I knew that a crime had been committed, then I would have to...
You know what? It's really cold out here. Can we go inside?
I'm not letting this go, Red. If this is about RJ Gannon, I do not want you involved. I mean it. That guy is dangerous.
All right. As long as we have enough staff to cover any emergency. Thanks, Myra. Bye-bye.
bartender said that you were Sheila Price.
Yes. What's this? Wish you a happy and safe New Year. Who's this from? Rose. Oh, my God.
Hey, Sheila.
Mr. Manning, is the room of rooms. Now, you can say whatever you want about my Aunt Dorian, but she has great taste in beds and in views. So, take off your coat and stay a while.
It's funny. When I was in prep school, I used to tell everybody that I was going to live in a penthouse. I was going to drive a black sports car that did 0 to 60 in like 6 seconds. Here you are, you got both of them.
Yeah. So what else did you dream about, Todd?
Wasn't much of a dreamer.
Come on. Everybody has dreams, lots of them.
My father used to say that dreamers were time wasters, and that the only people that counted in life were the doers.
Well, your daddy sure would have hated me then.
Yep. Joined the club.
When I was a little girl, that's all I ever did was dream, and I had nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I wanted everything. Cars, money, furs, jewelry, views, you name it, I wanted it. But it wasn't until I got older and people started telling me how pretty I was that I was able to start getting what I wanted. For a while, anyway. I even married me a millionaire. But of course, in doing so, I threw away everything that really mattered, so I guess I really didn't end up with anything, did I? Oh, well. There's no need to dig up those old memories. Past is the past.
Gonna get that?
I'm sick of dealing with the real world. My day's over. How about you?
Look, Claire. Seems to me you got everything back. I mean, the penthouse and the car part. I mean, what else could you want?
Respect. I'm so sick of being on the outside all the time. Hoping someone will reach out, take care of me, make me feel safe, you know? Respect.
Could go for a little bit of that myself.
If you want me to stop you, just let me know.
Merry Christmas.
All right, kids, listen up. It's time for you guys to go home. But I'm gonna pick you up tomorrow. I'm gonna take you over to St. James. We're gonna go to the pageant together, okay? I'm real proud of you guys. You know that?
We've been rehearsing our lines all week. But CJ keeps tickling me.
CJ.
Like Uncle David did to Mommy when they fell in that big pile of leaves.
No, I'm not going to be home till after 2. I have to close up roadies tonight, so.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself.
Okay.
Bye.
See y'all later.
See
Bye-bye.
you later.
Hi, Dylan.
See you.
Hey, Tiger, I found a coat right here that looks like it would fit you to a T. Did you find out about my Christmas present from Luna? Somehow you are. Listen, do I have a Christmas present, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, where is it? I looked all over the house.
I know you have. Oh, I wish I could help out Andrew, honey.
Oh, he looks like he can hold his own. Come on, you.
Hey, my present.
I got your present.
If you have something to say, Elizabeth, why don't you just come out and say it? Because frankly, I get a little bit tired of these vague insinuations, these little remarks about problems. What?
Be blunt, Liz. Very well. There are some extremely ugly rumors floating around regarding a sexual relationship between you and a certain unnamed parishioner. Now, our church has been through this kind of ordeal before, thanks to you, and quite frankly, we are of a mind that it cannot be allowed to happen again. Now, Reverend, it pains me to say this, but unless you can come forward with some sort of satisfactory answers, I intend to call a meeting of the vestry tomorrow morning and ask for a vote on your resignation from St. James Church.
Liz, take action.
Not just 1 minute. Why are you part of this? How dare you stand there and make moral judgments after the things that you have done, the crimes that you have committed? And Mrs. McNamara, how dare you stand there and make a decision like this based on nothing but a rumor?
Oh, my dear.
Mrs. McNamara, I am his wife. I believe in him. I have faith in him. Andrew would never betray me.
Of course you would.
Excuse me. But doesn't that count for something with the vestry? Andrew Carpenter is the best reverend St. James has ever had. Are you willing to sacrifice that because of a little rumor? If I do not believe in it, why should you?
Just leave it alone, all right? Hank does not want me to talk about it. Can't you respect that?
I'm not gonna stand back and let you get hurt.
I'm not gonna get hurt. Why do you keep jumping to these conclusions, honestly?
Look, if Hank is dragging you into some kind of mess with his brother, then I'm just gonna put my badge in a drawer and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep R.J. Gannon away from you. Now, do you understand?
Fine, fine, fine. Can we not discuss it anymore now?
Then tell me what is going on.
I can't.
Why not?
Because Hank hired me as his attorney.
Well, come on. Let me see it, baby. Well, come on. Wow. Gold rose, huh? Ah, so, where'd you get it from? Well, I tell you, the hospital better not be giving these out this year, not after all the money they lost in last quarter. So, where'd you get it from?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It was just delivered. I don't know who sent it. Hey, Sheila. Ooh,
Hey,
nice
hey.
pen, a rose. Daddy's that from you? Whoa, that must have cost a fortune, Sheila. Yeah,
And you don't know who sent it?
Wait, it's not from you?
No, my present is under the tree.
Well, this messenger, gave it to me. I mean, he probably made a mistake.
Didn't he ask who you were?
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, listen, not to worry. I'll leave word with the club, and if someone comes looking for a missing present, well, they'll contact us. So what do you say, baby? You want to get out of here?
Anytime. I mean, I've got a million gifts to wrap when we get home. Ooh, a million? Sounds like it's going to be a great Christmas. Want to dance? One more dance, huh? Bye.
So long, you two. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, hi.
Nora, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be back.
Well, good. Would you guys like to come over to our place, maybe have a drink or something?
Yeah, that sounds good to me, honey.
Oh, you know what? I can't. I just got back and I listened to the machine at the office, and I have so many things piling up that I just have to take care of before, things close for the season. So maybe another time.
Oh, sure. Whenever.
Yeah, Nora's gotten a few new clients lately.
Sweetheart, why don't you go ahead? All right? And I'll just meet you back at home later. Okay? All right.
You,
Okay.
you take care.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I thought Hank was a workaholic.
I've waited a long time for you to tell me you're free.
Was it worth the wait?
Hey, Dylan, how you doing?
Hey, Cord. Great. Everything over at the country club?
Yeah, it's all over, especially for me. Listen, you haven't seen Blair Daimler around here tonight, have you?
Nope.
Would you tell me if you had?
I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know, for the life of me, I can't figure you out.
What?
Well, I mean, you're a stand-up sort of guy. I mean, what are you doing hanging around with riffraff like that?
Listen, Dylan, you don't know Blair. As far as you know, all she is the woman who hurt Max and Luna's marriage.
And put my sister in a wheelchair?
Yes, she did that. But it was an accident, and Luna is fully recovered.
And I thank the Lord for that. Not Blair Daimler.
Listen, man, I totally understand where you're coming from. But there are always two sides to a story. And, and Blair is not unlike a lot of people. She needs to know that she's got people there behind her. And when she feels that those people have turned their back on her, whether that feeling is justified or not, well, that's when she does her crazy, self-destructive things,
Todd, you really don't have to rush off.
No, I'm not. Relax, I just dressed fast. I'm not running.
Okay. So...
What?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Look.
What?
Look, I'm just going to say this, all right? Maybe we, had fun.
Sure, we had a lot of fun, but it's...
Right, I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, it's just one of those things.
Spur of the moment.
Right, just happened, and I don't see why we should make a big thing out of it.
Thank you.
Right, well, look, I got to get out of here before I get used to this penthouse thing, right?
No. Todd, maybe you should heed some of your father's advice.
What, find out who I am?
No. The part about not dreaming all the time, but doing. Why don't you go out and get a job? I mean, make a few million. Who knows, in a year or so, you might have your own penthouse.
Yeah, right. It's not gonna happen. I see. Nice thought, thanks.
Todd? Happy holidays.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for the Christmas present.
Todd. What are friends for?
Thank you.
For
telling Elizabeth McNamara exactly where to get off.
Let's see if it helped.
Hope it did.
What are you gonna do? Never mind, let's not talk about it.
What am I going to do if the vestry asks me to resign?
Or the bishop?
What do you think I'm going to do?
I think you're gonna fight to keep your ministry.
That's right. Fight to the death for anything that I love. Especially with you at my side.
Hi.
I'm one lucky guy, because I keep running into you tonight.
You got away before I had a chance to give you this. Merry Christmas.
Hello?
Hi, Blair. How you doing? It's Cord. Well, it looks like we got into another fight. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. So am I.
Man, we never seem to get off on the right foot, do we?
Seems like.
You want to talk about it? You want me to come over?
Okay. When?
Why don't you stay put? I'll be there in a couple of minutes.
Oh, my God, Blair. What have you done?
Nora, you look fantastic, as usual.
Stop the blather, RJ. Look, I'm here to get something settled tonight, and I mean for good.